Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it's Regit and welcome to what might be the first actual Battle Cats Let's Play in a while. As you know, when an update comes out, I do the update things. I say, here's a thing in the update, here's a thing we can't do in the update, here's another thing, isn't growing strange fun. And then that's it. Usually, by that point, the next update is already sprung upon me, but not this time. This time, we actually have time to get some normal Battle Cats played, which is nice to do something different, but also not great because I don't know what I'm doing. I like to know what I'm doing, I like to have it all set out, so I've mandated to myself that I'm going to be doing either some Stories of Legend or some Uncanny Legends. Now, Stories of Legend wise, I need to make my way through a bit of 4-star stages to act as refills. So essentially I do every stage but the last one in a sub-chapter. So this Great Escaper is here if I have 160 energy and desperately need all my energy back. And I'm working to do the same on Capone's jail. And actually, it seems like we've almost done that. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we do this stage, then we'll have this sorted. So I think I might do a bit of Liar's Fate, and then I might do a little bit of Uncanny Legends as well. Mix it up a bit. This is a vague kind of form of general slot for 4-star stages. So it's got your Gato Amigo, obviously there for the brilliant knockback ability it has and the fact that it's a good meat shield within itself. Then, the Little Eraser Cat, which unlike Little Mohawk Cat, isn't dodgy. It's pretty fair enough. Good old 2 lives Jiangshi. Then, a critical hitter in the form of Catasaurus, which I needed in the last level, or one of the first ones anyway. Thaumaturge, generally pretty good, can weaken anything except metal. Cyborg Cat, loads of flipping damage. Prisoner Cat, hopefully some range. The same thing with Emperor Catdam, because they're really all the range things we have. I mean, with 1 to 3 star, we obviously have the luxury of Cyberpunk Cat, Mag Aphrodite, Super Galaxy Cosmo. We have no such luxury here, and we have Little King Dragon for stacking, and a Bahamut. It's just a different kind of unit, isn't it, that can do different kinds of things, but that can obviously be switched to Bahamut if need be. But the last stage that I was on, I was actually having a lot of trouble with flipping King of Freedom, because I thought it was just a Camel, but I got past the Camel, and then there was this unholy mess of Master Rays, which I couldn't deal with. Now, I don't know if Prisoner outranges them, because when I put Prisoner in, I won for a different reason, but I put a CPU on and essentially got lucky with a Bahamut. But if it wasn't for that, I'd still be stuck on it, which is a bit worrying that I'm actually stuck on 4-star stages at this point, but I guess that's a reason that I was never really doing them. But there you go, at least we got through it. That's the most important thing. We don't really have any reason to ever go back to it. So, Liar's Fate. The only level I remember the constituent parts of in this subchapter was Last Gang, so I don't know what we're to expect here. Some meat shields of their kind at the start, some squishy peons. I don't mind if I do. Knowing what I do about the Worker Cat and the fact we got Gory here, I'll only upgrade it once. I haven't got anything like Bomber, but instead we can do a Thaumaturge to weaken it, and then perhaps a Dragon to sit behind some stuff. Thaumaturge? Weaken? 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 No? Alright, there we go. And the Dragon finishes it off. We'll keep at the level 3 Worker Cat. Right, okay, all that stuff's over there, so I guess I might just bring along some stuff to join it, as well as a few cyborgs, and then some meat shielding, and we'll just keep what we can in terms of monies here. It's actually quite thin on the ground now. I guess that's what happens when you have Jiangshi, but we don't have many choices past Jiangshi, so I don't really know what I can do in that respect. I'll keep the monies rather than upgrading my Worker Cat. We're getting stalled by these Gories relatively nicely. It's a good thing, really, because it's just going to allow us to build up more of a force for whatever on earth is here. Again, I can't remember. It's loads more Gories and a LeBron, which again is more trouble than it usually is in 1 to 3 star because of the whole range issue. I'm sure we'll be alright though. We'll slow all of them so that we can stand at a range and get rid of them instead of them chomping through us a little bit like they're currently doing after the old slow beam has finished slow beaming. But with all this cyborg, we can get plenty of damage off and get rid of them quite easily. Then it's just LeBron tactics, and it seems as if we have some of those guys to stop us Bahamuting it. In that spirit, we'll just have to wait for a gap in which to do it, if there ever materialises one. Gotta be really careful for Catdown as well. The Gories are punching us down, and I don't want my Catdown dying. Oh, good, LeBron's just taken a shot, and Bahamut strolls in, but then the Gories are there as well, so it'll probably take another shot. No, that was a good and opportune moment. Oh, but I don't have a normal cat cannon. That's not going to be great. Ame Bahamut's. Oh, taken out in one. Fair enough. We're going to have to work at this the slow way. I mean, I guess the problem with setting up the energy refill stuff this far on is that I can't just easily do the stage. It's not like some easy event stage. I have to actually know what my strategy is going to be for it if I only got the energy to do the stage once. I mean, with this, obviously going into it blind, so I've got enough energy to try it again and get that coveted all by myself that nobody is impressed by. And the LeBron's been hit and killed. Excellent stuff. Cyborg Cat probably helping along quite a lot there. I think this is a fairly decent general slot. Liar's Fate's going to be sorted. We're going to sort ourselves another energy refill for the future. How organised am I? And there we go, Caponi's Jail. If we go into it, Pigpen Taboo is in fact the last level in it, and I very vaguely remember doing that back in the past with those classic Regit videos with my dodgy self-made thumbnails. Oh, good old times. And then Silk Road is after that with, I believe, the level of legend, of course, Go Diego Pass, which was the origin of Regit is Garbage, and I'm going to be doing that in 4 stars soon enough. Oh, how lucky am I? Anyway, to give myself a break from that and get some welcome Uber action, I'm going to go to Here Be Dragons, which is our second Uncanny Legend subchapter, after the first one literally had 1 level in it, but there you go. What's inside Here Be Dragons? We got a pilaf field. If I'm correct, pilaf is another way of spelling pilau, and pilau is a kind of rice. A rice paddy, a rice field, that would make sense. I don't know why anyone cares though. I'm wondering if now that we're in the Uncanny Legends, if I alter my general slot slightly, or in fact just copy it and whack it elsewhere, maybe slot 10, because that had 2 NH3 stuff in it, and 2 NH3 is over now, sadly. I can instead put in anything anti-relic that I actually have, which is only, in fact, our Slapstick Cats, which we now hold very dear, and Hypermax, because it's all we've really got. What to put it in place of? I don't know. I'll keep as much general attacking stuff as I can, I guess. And possibly then, maybe instead of Diabolic Gal, which is surprisingly situational if you really think about it, we're going to put in Ultralan the Ultraman, because of course he is incidentally anti-relic as well. So, that'll do. Pilaf Field then. Let's attack, and into it we go. Yes. Oh, that's a nice background, that is. And I mean, all the mountains and that's lovely. I really do like it, to be honest. And I mean, I think I'm getting a little bit distracted from the battle itself, marvelling at how nice that sort of matte painting background is. It's so atmospheric, isn't it? It's like that mountain from, you know, like Monody by the Fat Rap. I mean, this is quite a niche reference now I think about it, but the video and like the little mountains that you see in it, and maybe it's Oblivion that I'm thinking of as well. Those sort of Fat Rat mountains. It's like that. Makes you feel sort of cozy and warm inside. Maybe I'm just strange. So nice to see some lovely weak peons along with these relic doges. I was informed by Jace that this starts off a lot more easily than Ancient Curse and then gradually gets a lot more difficult again. At which point he told me to go back to Growing Strange, so the conversation ended. But nevertheless, I'm glad to know that, and I'm glad to be starting this off, because at least we can get somewhere with our Hypermax Slapstick Cats, and I mean, probably most people could get there without them, but as we know, we're not really too good at this whole thing. Not very good with zombies. I found out in Mario Kart, not very good with underwater tracks, and I don't think I'm very good with relics either. That's like a tricolon of true bad. Is that going to be it, I wonder? That is it! Brilliant! I'm getting meteorites and that. I would be excited if there was anything I could do with them, but all my Toto bases are maxed. Hoping for an update to bring us level 30 once perhaps. That would be nice, otherwise the materials are literally going nowhere. A bit like keys in Rangers. You guys remember Battle Cats Rangers, right? Loads of energy for these stages as well. Neanderia. I can't say I know at all what that's about, but we're going to go for it. Neanderia, what do you have for us? It's snowy this time, but is this blizzard cursed like the ones of the many sloth? Or is it going to be nice and easy, how I like it? Now, I've just come to my attention that I barely ever use Manic Macho Legs anymore. I'm sort of starting to miss the waves. I think it's kind of ever since I was reforming my general slot to work best for Heavenly Tower and Catfruit stages at the same time. I felt as if I didn't really have space for the Manic Macho Legs, and then I've just sort of forgotten to put it anywhere. Right, a Super Metal Hippo along for everything else, and that's a bit of a bother because I haven't been saving up my monies very efficiently at all, but we have Paladin in our army here. So if I meat shield around it, that should be alright as long as it gets the procs off. And I'm also going to try and make sure to get Slapstick Cats to keep the relics at bay. And good. critical hit to start off with, slow all of them so Paladin actually gets some space to do a bit of proc and a bit of non-proc and then a bit of proc again, hopefully, and not getting knocked back would be great. And I mean, I think I see what's going on here. This is a little bit like, oh lovely, at the start of Stories of Legend, where you've got Neandalusia or something like that, where you've got a metal hippo. I like the mirroring. As you know, I love coming back to stuff, and it feels like home, but unsettling and relic-y. And that's another level completed. Look at us on a complete roll. And some coal. That rhymes. As after a while I come back to this, behold ye, half energy cost has come upon us, which is extremely useful. It means I can do more stages for less energy, especially if we start failing. And in pass, which I actually read as admin pass. I think I've been spending a little too long on Discord. Let's see what this has in store for us. It's the Ancient Curse background, and not only that, but an absolutely tiny base length. We're fully zoomed in, and yet still we are outside the ranges of both bases. And that is a Relic One Horn. I wish I could be more amazed, but I've seen it spoiled many a time. But I did not notice that thing that it has on it. It's like the alien that the game references, but like a relic version. And it's very strange. I can't work out what on earth it is or what it's supposed to be, but it's very peculiar indeed. And I'm sort of thinking to myself, maybe in this lineup I should have had a Thaumaturge like I did with the 4-star layout, so that we can weaken relic enemies as well, because it seems as if, even at the moment with our slapstick cat stack of sorts, we are still struggling a little bit with this one horn. I mean, there's always the chance that it has just one knockback or no knockbacks or whatever it is, and we just kill it instantly. Or we're just doing pitifully small amounts of damage to it, and we're going to lose. Really lose. I have my finger hovered over the pause button. Okay, it's not going to kill us that quickly, but I'll let it get down to a... yeah, okay. That wasn't great. Gonna give it another shot. Correct decision by Ponos not to have these as no continuous stages, only Ancient Curse. I mean, I can understand that to a certain point, and then also I can't. Okay, perhaps. Then, oh, that was actually well timed with the boss shockwave. Completely by accident. That's probably how my best strategic things happen, really, completely by accident. If I can't do this, I guess a rich cat will be required. That's the only other way I can really think of doing that, other than getting our Thaumaturge and perhaps a little bit more cheap meat shielding. Because does it kill everything in one shot? No, it doesn't. Okay, so maybe having the erasers is useful to a point, but we are also, to a point, very much kind of stuck and unable to move forward or succeed or anything vaguely like that, because we are getting trounced. So oh, that's awful. We didn't even get it halfway down. That is honestly dreadful. Okay. Doesn't really bode hugely well for us, really, does it? I'm gonna put in a 4-part meat shielding this time. No Jiangshi, because that'll probably destroy our funds a little bit too quickly. But along with that stuff, I'm just gonna completely cannibalize this layout, which we'll probably regret later, and put Thaumaturge in there. And if I can get Ultraland the Ultraman out, that would also be brilliant, because we can freeze the thing. And that might really be the only way to do it. And I could do with possibly a sniper as well. I got plenty of them, that would probably do. And if I'm bringing a rich cat, I don't want to be wasting items, I want to be bringing a sniper as well, because I've got more of them. Right, and in pass, no messing about, double items. Not too happy about having to use these, but I guess that's why I got them, really, is to actually end up using them eventually. More money is better start, theoretically. Wait for the boss shockwave, or I could have done stuff earlier, but not anymore. And start off with a Manica Razor. Make sure to just have it at bay as best I can. And I reckon Ultraland the Ultraman is within our sights. Just a couple more erasers doing their erasery things. And there we go. Here he is, the Ultraman himself. And do all 4 meat shields, so he's protected. And you are not frozen. Not a great start. I mean, have I misinterpreted Ultraland the Ultraman? I don't think I have. You freeze relics, don't you? You freeze anything. Come on, my son. Bend down. Go on. Go on. There we go. Good. Albeit as brief as that was, that has helped us keep him backwards. And I think with all these items and that, we're going to be fairly well sorted. Nothing that we can't do. just needed a little bit more energy to do it. And seeing as it's half energy cost, technically it didn't cost any more energy than doing it normally, and we're going to be able to get past this one horn before too late, I say. Hoorah. And there we go, he's gone, our items having helped us to beat the level. 6 total stages in this one then, as of the later Stories of Legend stages, and we're on the 4th one, Agillo Highlands. Wow, nothing much I can say about that either, other than I'm a little bit tired. Huge base length on this one, and lo and behold, some different kinds of enemies. Well, I'm not really actually that well suited to that, but worry ye not, because Thaumaturge can apply itself to almost any situation, as can a Cyberpunk. Right, I'm going to let them come over to me, do a bit of luring, do one worker cut upgrade, and then I think we're going to be absolutely fine. So Cyberpunk to start off with, bit of meat shielding, and then a Thaumaturge, and then a Slapstick Cats to keep us on our way and killing some things. And I think we're going to have this nicely controlled. We've probably gone a bit overkill. I see the Imperator Sile, but I doubt this is going to be some ridiculously strong boss. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe this is going to be the really difficult part of this level. And actually, yeah, there are a few more alien enemies. And in fact, one of those Peach things, which does the waves. So I'll try and keep that back for as long as I can, because I have no wave resistance. So that might be a little bit troublesome, especially if this Peach gets close to my Cyberpunk. Because one little whisker of damage to it and it's immediately dead, which isn't great news. I'm struggling to see what I can do about that. I feel like I've been completely bamboozled. My Cyberpunk is dead and there's nothing I can do. Ultraman has only a whisper of health, so he probably wouldn't be any good either. I think we need to rearrange our battle stance and bring out the big old Megaphrodite. I'm doing a Manic Eraser to stall here because we all know about Megaphrodite's huge blind spot, and hopefully while the Imperator Sile isn't there, that Manic Eraser will actually stay for quite a while. And indeed it does. I will mistap on a unit and then get Megaphrodite so she can hopefully deal with some stuff before that troublesome wavy page comes out, or even if it does, hopefully we can keep it knocked back all the time and then it won't be a trouble with its waves in any case. And there we go, purple is raining from above and trouble shall no longer be had. At least that is what the hope is. I'm going to lay off Cyberpunk Cat because I mean anything could happen wave wise. We're slowing them, we're getting the Megaphrodite shots on them, but nothing as of yet, and the waves have begun to wreak their havoc, and Megaphrodite is not liking it. To be honest, I don't see really what much more I can do. We get another shot though, we knock it back, but it is not by any means dead. And I shouldn't be meat shielding. Like, I probably shouldn't be meat shielding. Maybe I should just be doing my little meat shields, the idea being that they just die before any wave can activate. That's the general idea we're doing this, although I'm not sure it always particularly works. And Ultraland's gonna die. He's gonna die. Little whisker of health sort of bloke. And he's gone. And there's another one. I've been completely tricked here. This isn't Relic. That's cheating. I'm guessing the thing is here is that once we've actually got the stuff that's sort of more applicable to the level, we're not going to have any kind of trouble that we did before. I have Cat Machine with me, a wave shield extraordinaire that should be perfectly fine because of course it's resistant to alien as well. We got Erfuan with its magical clouds of wonder, and of course Sugoi Mecha Robot, because Chauzy makes it look really cool. I can make it look cool too. I probably can't. Another reason I want to use Sugoi Mecha Robot is because in a stream I asked people whether this tune that I'd heard and had heard before was actually in fact the intro to the Evangelion anime, and you know it was. So while I was all like, I know nothing about Evangelion when the collab was on, turns out I did. That's sort of, I don't know, somewhere between interesting, gutting, and cool story, bro. Can't believe I've actually forgotten to save up for the wave shield that I brought with me. This is incredible stuff right here. Again, absolutely in a rubbish position in the battle, just completely sacrificing any advantage I might have had. Let's move this stuff back a little bit, eh? I don't want them killing the base. I want us doing damage to them. And from behind our wave shield, we can do all sorts of damage. Look at that. Sugoi Mecha Robot doing its job beautifully well there. Few rovers, maybe they'll soak up some damage that Cat Machine would be soaking up. Otherwise, Megaphrodite perhaps can shoot from behind and get something that's walking in from a further range. There we go. And that should be alright, you know? I mean, I didn't expect that it wouldn't be alright. We got flipping cat machine. In all honesty, I feel fairly exhausted, so if I've sounded a bit dejected and less interesting, if that's possible, than usual, that would be the reason why. Sorry. I think I'll stop there, because although we could just do the 5th level and leave the last one for the energy refill, likelihood is we'll need to try the last level, know what I need to do for it, and then have that ready for an energy refill at some later point. But we've made a plenty amount of progress. We've now got 2 energy refill opportunities within the Stories of Legend Yellow form and the Uncanny Legend. We are getting towards the end with Pasta Desert lying for us there. I think that'll do it. A traditional Let's Play video and a nap to follow. Thank you for coming along and watching the video. I bid you goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed.